Welcome back to Friends of the Pod. I have gone on record as saying the best role-playing game of all time, and arguably my favorite, is Call of Cthulhu. But I think a lot of people get nervous about Call of Cthulhu because they're like, 1920s, do they have cell phones and computers? I don't know if I can jive with the setting. And then you start playing, you're like, oh, wait, I know how this works. So let's make things even weirder by going back slightly further, because today we're going to be playing Cthulhu by Gaslight, which is Cthulhu set in basically the Victorian time. And as I said to Joe on one of our early emails as a group here, I said, this is Call of Cthulhu set in Victorian London. Make sure you Google that phrase so you know what the combination of those two words mean.
I had to educate myself.
What did you learn? What did you learn, Joseph?
Named Victoria.
Everyone's named Victoria.
Were you familiar with Victorian? Like, if I say Victorian, are you like, shoot, I know Victorian. I was born, I know Victorian.
Inside out, upside down, through and through. 20,000 times better than 1920s. I don't know what. I think there's a lot more media about 1880s to 1900 London than there is 1920s America. I feel. Right? Like, it's in terms of media, movies, TV shows, like, I just feel like I know so much more about it. And so, yeah.
I feel like the 1920s is one of the most depicted eras in ever. Yeah. Roaring 20s, Great Gatsby.
Okay.
Untouchables.
What else? Great Gatsby.
Give me
What's
a second.
the second one?
Hold on.
When's the
World
Untouchables?
War I doesn't count.
When was
It's got to be
Capone?
post-World War I.
Tommy guns.
Everything jumps right to World War II. Everything. There's a little bit of 30s sometimes. You
I'm
got
telling
a little.
you, the Untouchables.
Yes, the Untouchables.
Yeah,
That's
the
a good one.
Midnight in Paris,
Bootleggers.
The Aviator,
Uh-huh.
Chicago.
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 Some Like It
Chicago is a good one.
Some Like It Hot, yeah.
When does Annie? When does
Hot,
Annie
right.
take place?
I think I'm gonna like it here. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I think the definitive Annie takes place in 2015, if that's what you're talking about.
Right.
The Jamie Foxx Annie.
The Jamie Foxx
Yes.
Annie.
That's right.
Yes.
Well, what about movies
Cooping
set
Johnny
in the
Wallace.
1890s? We have Far and Away, Sherlock Holmes.
Heard of him.
Here's one that I want to see because I hear that it's like as Cthulhu gets, and I haven't seen it, and I'm sure Ross has seen it multiple times. Bone Tomahawk.
Oh, yeah. I've seen Bone Tomahawk, baby.
Dude, that
don't know
movie
that.
is crazy.
I can't
I hear
Joe,
it's a
you've
tough
seen it?
watch.
That's a tough watch. The S. Craig Zoller movies are a tough watch, but yeah, that one is.
Ooh, that looks
baby.
good.
There's 5 minutes that are the toughest watch
Yeah.
you'll have in a long, long time. Other than that,
Really?
Yeah, but it definitely has the rhythms of a Call of Cthulhu 1 or 2 shot. Where, but yeah, that's a whole other aspect of the 1890s. If you go out into the American hinterlands, then you're getting into Wild West kind of vibes.
I
Um,
love that shit.
Yeah, it's or think of Dracul. Like I love one of my favorite depictions of this era is Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula, and you've got all those kind of archetypes there.
tiny blue
fainting,
sunglasses. Yep.
Tiny little stained glass sunglasses, enormous hair and creative mustachios, and you've got ramrod straight Victorian English gentlemen right next to gunslinging cowboys. It's great stuff.
Oh, it's awesome. Awesome.
I always enjoyed Oscar Wilde in like high school and a little bit
Well,
of
you
college.
were in The Importance of Being Earnest, a play I was not cast in. I don't think about it all the time.
I was going to bring that up because I couldn't remember if you were in it, but I feel like I was like, I don't think he
instead
was.
they cast a different short, skinny kid. And
They went another way.
They went in a
the
different
same
direction.
way. They just took a sharp left before they hit my address.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, now you're a tall, skinny guy, so you're showing them.
Yep.
That was brutal, though, because
there
Rob
is.
and I competed in the Massachusetts High School Drama Festival, which at the time was like, it was the biggest thing that could happen to us in high school because we were always in the finals. You got to skip school, go to Boston, perform in these plays if you made it to the finals. We always made it. All these weekends where we went to an all-boys school, so like millions of girls would come to the school and you're like, hey, my home turf! Finally!
Awesome.
This is the weekend it finally happens.
Yes.
And so not getting cast in that was a real slap in the
Luckily, I
wiener.
was on the stage crew and we won an award, so that's fine.
Oh,
Same thing.
Part of the award-winning stage crew. That almost makes up for not being Jack Worthing or Algernon Moncrief.
No,
Oscar Wilde.
I think Troy was Jack, and the guy that I
Jack.
was supposed to be was isn't there like a pastor? There's like a priesty kind of dude. that
There is a
shows up.
priesty kind of dude. You would have been a
Kind
great.
of a fuddy-duddy.
You would have been a great Algernon, though. We had a lot of good rapport. We could have had a lot of
yeah.
fun with that.
No,
Eating
well,
cucumber
let's not-
sandwiches with Lady Bucknell or whoever the hell.
Can we stop talking about it?
Sorry, I brought it up. Well, hey,
Opening old wounds.
if you know nothing about the Victorian age, it doesn't matter. We are going to play Call of Cthulhu, and the changes are so slight. If you like horror and you like us, stick around after the break. We'll be right back.
Natural fucking 20.
When Skid said he was playing Babe Ruth, I knew it was going to be a good night. Folks, we're back.
Good
I want to
holidays.
thank Chaosium for helping to put this together. This, I got this investigator's guide, Cthulhu by Gaslight investigator's guide from Brian Holland like 2 Gen Cons ago. And it just, like most books I get, just sat on my shelf. I'm like, oh, I'll play that never because I don't have any time. But this particular one was, I don't know if it was one of the artists from the book, I believe, drew an image that said "For Troy" on the inside cover. Look at this
Whoa, that's
That's
awesome.
amazing.
drawing. I imagine
Dude.
friend of the show, friend of the network, drew this
rips.
sick image that says "For Troy." So I always was like, oh, I got to keep this in nice
That's the
condition. I don't
coolest
want
thing
anything to
I've
happen.
ever
to it.
That was not a little doodle. That was
No,
a fully
that's
shaded.
An exquisite illustration.
Yeah.
There
it's
is
like an
blood.
epic monster attached to a gas lamp.
Up to a gas
Just
lamp.
like-
Yes.
So sick.
And there's 2 different color markers there. There's some blood coming out of that mouth. I don't know if you see that.
Oh,
That's gonna be my
boy.
first
Coming
tattoo.
out of that.
Let's look at that
That
mouth.
is so
Imagine being
cool.
able to do that. Being able to just be
Yeah.
like, let me whip this up in 5
If I
minutes.
could draw something
Yeah.
beyond a stick
So
figure, I'd be
cool.
psyched.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they've got the investigator's guide, but this doesn't mess around. There's a keeper's guide as well. Thick as fuck. Look at that.
So cool.
And
Plus, Mary
today,
Lou's got that map. Look at
Our
that map.
edition
Oh, the
comes
maps.
with
Come
comes
on.
with the map.
Yeah, it's a
amazing.
full map of London.
London at the time. You can see it's so freaking cool.
yep,
Yeah,
there's
so
Fenway
detailed.
Park.
So awesome.
Awesome.
It's Fenway Park
Yeah,
right
there's
up
the
there.
Bowery. Oh.
Also, there's this Bobby is just getting jacked like Cthulhu or something. This little Bobby
Yeah.
hat just flying in the air on the cover.
Oh
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
They got him good. His little
Like
feeties.
should have had a gun, I guess.
Whoa. Yeah.
It was crazy. This is the 4th edition of this game. So, like, they've gone through 4 iterations of this. And, I mean, they're pulling out all the stops. Like I said, Keeper's Guide, Investigator's Guide. And then today, it's going to be available for you if you go to chaosium.com. It's not even out yet. And I've had this for months. I'm going to be running the first adventure from, I'll try and make this cool. Oh, Dust and Blood.
Whoa.
Shunk, 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 shunk. Hello there, governor. Ready to lose some sanity?
Fly me.
Would you
Hello,
like to
love.
lose some sanity?
Crumbs, Chief.
Comes, Jay.
I'm only going to speak in Danger Mouse quotes.
Crumbs, Chief.
That's
What's
a
all this
Cthulhu,
then? What's
innit?
all this then?
It's the Cthulhu.
What is that? Some sort of
Cthulhu.
hound of Tinderlos there, isn't it?
I think it is. I think that's our Cthulhu right there, innit?
That's our Cthulhu. As I live and
from down the
breathe.
way. Yeah.
Well, bless
Yeah.
my soul if it isn't Cthulhu.
Come back to the old town. Come crawling back, is he?
Come back to old Blighty, have ya?
Up to snuff on your rhyming slang.
Yeah.
Not yet, but I'll work on it. Yeah.
Go up the old apples and pears there.
All four of you are playing pre-generated characters that were basically built for this adventure. Dust and Blood comes with 10 pre-gens that you can use. 4 of them are really for this first adventure that I'm going to be running, and then the other ones are for the other adventure. But you can make your own characters, and each of you have had the chance to customize your pre-gens with, I want to say like 40 skill points or something like that. And this is where you start to remember from that first email that I sent, be sure to customize your characters from the look on Joe's face.
Oh, wait, how many points?
So everybody gets, let me see, using pre-gens, you can fill in your residence of London, 40 extra skill points to customize their character as they wish. These bonus skill points may be spent on any skills except credit rating and Cthulhu Mythos. And I had also mentioned that, like, I think only Rob's character is literate, so putting 40 points into library use wouldn't make sense. Also, like, you're all working below working class, and so you wouldn't be like, you probably wouldn't have gun use and have a gun handy and stuff like that. But you may be someone that like fell on hard times, and that's why you're where you are. So maybe you are a little literate. You have a choice there with those 40 points. Yeah. While you cram for this final exam in 3 minutes, I'm going to go over just a couple of quick changes.
There's a lot of things I don't remember from these emails. A, we have these points. B, your house flooded. There's a lot of details that got lost in the
I know. I have to send multiple emails.
I'm shocked that Rob showed up today, because from how much information he missed from the email chain, I am really glad that you are here.
I did need a last minute check at what time we were starting.
You not knowing that I had a basement flood, you must be like, why is Troy not texting me back about Star Wars Unlimited? And
yeah, what the hell?
I'm living in hell. But new skills. Like I said, it's Call of Cthulhu. If you know how to play Call of Cthulhu, or even if you don't, like, you don't have to worry about, oh, God, I'm not going to wrap my head around this. Do a funny, what's his name from Chim Chim Chiru accent, Dick Van Dyke accent, and you're fine.
Oh, yeah.
Alienism. Who knows what alienism is?
That's kind of like
psychology.
Psychoanalysis, right? But like
emotional and mental health therapies is what they call. You can use alienism to
what
restore.
What is the etymology of that?
I don't know.
Like, why call it alienism? Like, alien meaning like other? So, like, thinking about somebody else's.
If it's,
I don't know.
Yeah, it is very strange. Like, maybe they believed if you were losing your mind, clearly an alien is at work inside of you, or it's just like something so foreign has entered your mind. I mean, we need a skid here to go over the Latin roots.
Understanding another, like
alien meaning other.
It's from the French word
stranger.
It's from the French word alien, which means insane.
Really?
Yeah. A-L-I E accent aigu, I believe. N-E accent aigu. Aliene means insane. And I butchered the pronunciation of that because there's too many accents. But there you go. So it's weird. We got the word alien from insane. I guess you have to be crazy to believe in them.
I read a book a while back that I remember really liking. You guys should check this out. They made it a show or a movie. Yeah. I think it was a show called The Alienist. The book is by a guy named Caleb Carr, and it's set in 1890s New York, and it's a crime thriller with, like, I think it's like a serial killer, and so the alienist is the guy who's trying to find the serial killer using mental, like the early days of mental science that they're trying to kind of figure out the
Criminal Minds.
The
Alienist, cool.
That was a great
really
title for a series, because like most people see that and think one thing, and then you're like, oh, it's not that. I guess I'll watch this.
So cool.
They get 4 or 5 episodes in before they finally figure it out.
Where are the aliens? This was a new X-Files. Mesmerism. This is another one. Now, this we've seen. There's a mesmerist in Pathfinder, I believe, but mesmerism. This is like hypnosis. Yes, it's using a trance-like state in a target, causing them to experience heightened suggestibility, relaxation, and possibly the recall of forgotten memories. Have any of you ever been hypnotized, like at a comedy show where they have you jerk off the guy next to you or something?
Jesus. What happened? Comedy show?
You should have seen what you did.
No, but have you seen these things where they have like 8 people on stage and they're like, sleep?
Yeah.
Like that, they're all in on it, right?
Yeah, it has to be. It can't be real.
I don't know.
Ross?
I don't get it.
Joe, didn't you get hypnoptized at a thing in Vegas?
No, I got a card trick done to me that was astounding. Yes,
Same thing.
and right in front of my face. It was that's magic, and it was real magic.
That's Matt Franco.
I am
He's like
such
That's
a
Matt
good.
Franco. He is an elder god. But
I am such a good mark, such a good audience member for magic because they do anything, and I'm like, how? Like I love it. I love it. I don't want to know the secrets. The secrets make it even cooler. Even if I do figure it out, I think that's like even cooler than magic. I don't know. I'm stoked. I love sleight of hand.
I also love
close.
magic. I love going Aruga at a magic trick like Mary Lou, but I've never been felt like I'm a mark for hypnotism. I even went up on stage once at a hypnotist show, like in one of those long lines where they kind of, and I feel like they do it. It's like a screening process where they're trying to find who among the crowd is the most susceptible,
the weak-minded.
And I was
Who's a dum-dum?
rejected almost immediately.
Yeah, they're just like this guy's
What did they do?
way too sharp.
What was the screening process?
This was when I was like in middle school or so. I remember it involved like you had to close your eyes and like put your hands together and sort of, he was telling you that like your hands were stuck together and you couldn't get them apart. And even then it was like, I mean, I can pretend, but I'm
What's the game here, sir?
Exactly.
What's in it for me?
What are you going to pay me?
Here's another one. Reassure. These are all like basically tools to stabilize your sanity. Reassure. While the field of psychoanalysis had yet to be invented in this time, calm words and intuitive insight from a caring person with a friendly face can work wonders when it comes to soothing a troubled mind. So it actually, a successful reassure roll enables the recipient to recover +2 sanity points.
Whoa.
And you can only benefit from it once per scenario or campaign chapter. Really, really cool.
Yeah, it's like the psychoanalysis role in regular Cthulhu. It's cool how the different eras kind of reskin these things in different ways, like the way that like what is it, philosophy or like natural science is one of the skills that pops up when you get way back into like Regency, for example. It's cool.
Yeah, it's really, really interesting. It seems like they're mitigating the fact that you're going to go crazy very soon with more opportunities to relieve sanity or to like restore sanity. You watch Call of Cthulhu 8th edition, there'll be more ways for you to gain back sanity because as Ross especially can attest to in our massive Nyarlathotep Time for Chaos show, having a chance to earn a little more sanity would be great. And the other new thing is different specializations for religion, which is really cool because there's all sorts of world religions that hold a lot more weight in Victorian times than they do maybe even today. But beyond that, there's a little twists and turns and whatnot. One really cool mechanic, which we're going to lean into, is reputation. Like you can do certain things that can change your reputation and your skills take a hit if you get a bad reputation. And then you have to do acts to sort of earn your reputation back. So that's something I'll hopefully be able to throw at you throughout the course of this 2-episode situation. But speaking of which, let's just get into it. I want to meet these characters. I want to get into this world. And I want to play this cool little 2-shot. I'm not even going to tell you the name of the 2-shot until it's all over because I feel like the name itself is a little spoilery. But
2 pence
it's called
death.
A view to a twopence. A lot of this I realized in talking to you before we started recording. Most of you didn't even know what your occupations meant. You were Googling your occupations, but it's very, very strange. Our scenario is set in a dust yard, which is basically the Victorian equivalent of a garbage dump. It's a large waste site that is used for refuse and disposal of trash and cinders and ash, as most of the world is coal powered, and everyone is throwing out their trash along with these bins full of dust and ash. This particular dust yard is called Lange's dust yard. By the end of the 19th century, most cities and towns have a refuse disposal system that is paid for by local rates, aka taxes, and you are all employees of this particular dust yard, which is owned by a Mr. Humbert Lange. Great employer, all-around great guy. Very ethical. You have no problems. He pays well as he can, but you're all, bottom of the rung. It is late afternoon, we'll say. There's a blue-tinged haze of coal ash hanging over Lange's dust yard as smoke issues from the destructor's chimney. It's like the incinerator here in the yard. The air is heavy with the smell of damp ash, rotting manure from the horses that are used to pull these dust carts throughout town, cabbage, and the greasy, rank taint of boiled bones, because oftentimes people will throw out bones. Maybe they're dead animals or their uncle. And when they when it comes back to the dust yard, they have to clean these bones, boil them, and then they're smashed in the bone crusher down to dust. Everywhere you look in Lange's dust yard, men and women are busily combing through the city's waste. Almost all of them are smoking short pipes of cheap tobacco to mask the worst of the yard's smells. Everyone is just gray with coal dust. A lot of these people, they bring their children to work because they don't have money to hire someone to watch them. So maybe 4 or 5 of the dust sifters' children, they're all about 5 years old or so too young to be in school. They're scrambling about on a big dust heap that is in the center of the yard. It's like their equivalent of a sandbox. There's this big heap of dust, and they're playing around on the dust heap. And Mr. Lange doesn't allow child labor, whereas other people in his position maybe would put those kids to work. He doesn't allow it, so the kids are there just playing. There are 2 terriers that belong to the dust yard. They're running around kind of hunting rats. The yard is busy, as always, especially in the late afternoon. Dust carts come filing in from their rounds of picking up household garbage, and they tip their contents into these stalls right near the gate before just turning around and setting off again. Teams of burly women descend on the fresh garbage, picking through it for large items and sifting out the dust and the cinders into bags or baskets. A huge pile of ash dominates the center of the open yard, surrounded by offices and special stalls, storage bins, and then heaps where the city's waste is sorted, evaluated, and sometimes even processed for resale when they find valuables within the trash or valuables that the rag and bone men bring in from their rounds. Beneath the clatter of iron wheels and the banter and shouts of the workers, the beat of the steam-powered bone crusher thumps in your ears like a heartbeat. So there's a lot going on. It's just loud and stinky, and you're all filthy and poor.
So it's Burning Man.
It's Burning Man.
It's the burn.
Let's go.
No, Burning Man, they're actually very, very rich. They're just stinky and
Very
dirty.
well.
Yes.
But very, very wealthy.
Yeah, they're all tech VCs, but they've chosen this life.
Yeah.
I'm going to activate a map here on Foundry VTT. Where
Already
you can
mapping it up?
Yeah, I want to show you just.
We mapping?
There are some great
We
maps in this book, and I want to use them just so you get a sense of what this looks like. I'm like, I have to put the map in there just so they can see what this yard looks like. The bulk of the household waste at the time, beside that which goes into these cesspits or sewers around the various neighborhood, is coal dust and cinders. Hence, general refuse is called dust. The average fireplace would burn around 11 tons of coal a year. So dust pits, bins, or holes in this era were static constructions that would hold about a month's worth of ash and domestic garbage. In a respectable house, they would usually be in the cellar, or the area, which is like an open basement, or right in the backyard. And so dustmen would make regular street patrols with horse-drawn, high-sided carts crying, "Dust ho!" To attract the servants' attention for each house, or knocking on doors at the servants' entrance. And then on admission to the house, usually a pair of dustmen would load the dust into a wicker basket with a shovel and transport it to the cart, where they then climb a short ladder to dump the dust inside. They would often get a tip of 2 to 3 pence. That would be customary, and dustmen who didn't receive like at least the price of a beer might accidentally spill a little dust on their way out in the front hall as a little go fuck yourself for not tipping them. And the domestic servants who work for these middle and upper class people generally hate the dustman's visit because it gives them an opportunity to finally look down on someone. In poor areas, dust is simply just dumped into piles on the street for pickup whenever the dustman deign to pass by. So, we'll say, as we see this scene, the loud hustle and bustle, returning from a round of dust collecting in one of the more salubrious neighborhoods, we see 2 such dustmen back their cart up into one of the lay stalls to drop off their load. And one of these dustmen is played by Joe O'Brien. Joe, tell us about your character. What does this fella look like, and what's his deal?
What's his deal? I didn't even notice because I only saw a small picture of the art. I didn't notice the pipe in the art.
They all got
So
pipes
sick.
just to mask
Just rocking a pipe.
the stank.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll be playing Stan Whitlock, who is a big, brawny, 50-year-old black British man who has been doing this quite a long time. In fact, he is basically towards the end of his laborer career. He'd done other things previously in life that took a little bit more physical strength, dock working and such. But as he gets older, he has sort of cemented himself a little bit more in this role as a dustman, and not just a dustman, but kind of like a dust foreman, because I'd say that there's 3 men walking in with this cart. 2 of them are pushing it, and my character Stan is sort of following behind and telling them what to do, because he's dealing with some back issues right now. Not so easy to turn that cart over. So yeah, he is well over 6 foot tall, and you can just see from his shoulders, his forearms, he's built like a fighter. Like he's just an intimidating guy. Though you see a little bit of a beer gut developing in his middle age.
Did you write the back issues into your character, or was that provided on the pre-gen?
That was provided on the pre-gen. Okay. Yeah, they
cool.
did a great job of establishing it, because it's just such a quick line that I really liked. What does it say? It says, oh man, it was right here a second ago and now I lost it. But basically it's like he tries to ignore the worrying twinges from his back as he hoists the dust bucket these days. You know, you're trying to be like, no, I'll be fine. It's just, I'm just tired. I got to stretch more. But no, it's really like,
Because it's a character we can all get into.
Exactly. I was like, I can relate to this guy.
I'm gonna ignore that for today. That's tomorrow's problem. Well, as you're coming in with this load, kind of directing the other guys to do the bulk of the heavy lifting, one of the horses, usually very amenable, Fred, has been a bit of an asshole on this trip. Fred's been a little obstinate. Kind of like dragging the cart over the curb, and you have to keep getting it slowed down your trip. Maybe you're getting some eyes from some of the clerks, like you should have been here 20 minutes ago. But he's been having a tough day. Maybe he has some back problems, and he's snorting. And as you're coming in and backing the cart into the stall, this continues, and Fred actually jerks up his head, rolls his eyes, and shies, and it's turning into a bit of a situation that could end up toppling the cart. Go ahead and give me you got animal handling, Joe?
I do.
All right, give me some animal handling.
Yeah, he's gonna jump. Whole.
I forgot that pre-gens actually like disperse the skills into things that are actually
into non-min-maxy ways.
Yeah. Not all
Instead
on
of
spot
just
hidden.
having everyone having a 90 dodge, you actually have some relevant skills.
Exactly.
I don't even have animal handling on my sheet, like not even written.
Yeah, this is a special written-in skill. Yeah, so I think he jumps out. Oh, shh.
My
Easy
character's
there.
only like
Easy.
vaguely aware of animals.
What's wrong with you, Fred? Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry. I had to recalibrate. I went over, but I want to go under.
You want to go under, yeah.
What are we doing with luck here? How are we doing
All right,
luck?
so what do you guys want to do? I think luck works well in a long campaign. I think it's fun to fail in a two-shot, but I want you guys to have fun. So you tell me, do you want to use the optional luck rule or not? I can put it to a vote. I'm happy.
I
Hey,
wanna
listen,
use-
if you guys
I
are
wanna
happy,
use-
I hear you. I hear you about not using luck in a one-shot. I think that makes sense.
I want to use luck if it means that the horsey has a better time.
the horse dies no matter what.
Well, see, then I want to play.
That's the name of the adventure.
I don't
So
want to play.
good.
I love a horsey. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like, or if we have it, we've got like 10 points or something. Like we could have
You
like
want
a
to do a
very,
little house ruled luck? You got 10 for
What's-
10 for an episode. That's
What's
fun.
Jared's stupid luck rule?
Jared's stupid
You
luck
can't spend
roll.
more than 12 at a pop.
Yeah, so maybe we have 12 total.
12 total.
Okay. We'll
Per
call
episode.
We'll call it the
or
Gaslight
per-
dozen.
Okay, the Gaslight dozen. You got the
Gaslight
Gaslight dozen.
doesn't. Okay.
Very
all right, I'm
interesting
into that.
because I failed this check by 11. Very interesting. So wait, what are we doing? A dozen an ep or a dozen for the scenario?
We'll do a dozen for the first part, and then you can roll your luck at the beginning of the second part to see if you if you just straight
I like that.
refill it or don't. Instead
I like
of rolling
that.
to see how much.
Okay. I am not going to spend luck, but I will push it.
Okay.
I will push it.
All right, so,
So
what happens
he
initially
starts
and
with-
what do you do differently?
He starts with easy words. I'd say a reassure almost with the animal handing, right? Where he's like, "Oh, what's wrong there, Fred? What are you doing there, Fred?" Trying to like calm him down. But then when he keeps bucking, he's going to try to use basically intimidation, and he's going to grab the bit and he's going to pull him down with his strength and just hold him steady and get him under control and let Fred know that Stan is in control, and maybe that'll calm him down. I don't know. So I'm going to push the animal handling roll.
Okay.
Here we go. 64 over 45. Failure.
Okay.
Double fail.
Failed
And this one
push.
was like with a yank, which,
Right out of the
hate to
gate.
do it.
Failed
but
push roll. What a
Great. Joe's character's getting kicked to death in the first 2 minutes.
Instant hoof to the brain, catatonic, brain death
Yep.
instant.
All right. Well, you guys joke, but that's exactly what happens with the failed push roll. Is that it bucks and it hits you right in the square of your back. Let's add a little extra to that back. Like you're kind of turned around by its body, and it just like boom hit you in the back, and you're like, oh, you take 4 points of damage.
Oh,
you numbskull.
brutal.
You take 4 points of damage, and it's enough so that it actually knocks over one of the dust sifters. Let's talk about the dust sifters. All this hubbub going on up until this point probably barely disturbs these burly-looking women who are wielding heavy metal sieves, who move in every time a cart comes in to begin their job of actually sifting through this trash. They wear men's trousers under their skirts and makeshift leather or pasteboard aprons, and they take the dust and they shovel them into the sieves with a filler, and then the ash is like sifted out into baskets because they can sometimes reuse some of this ash. Then the whole sifting operation is headed and organized by the job is known as a hill woman. She's the forewoman here, and then the sorted detritus is then barrowed to various points in the yard for baling, incinerating, or further processing. The dust sifters are strong, and they were described at the time by contemporary journalists as uncouth of speech and fond of bare-knuckle fighting. In this moment, we see one such dust sifter kind of get caught up in this. Mary Lou, tell us about your character who is about to get knocked over by a horse.
So, Polly Tonbridge is the absolute Polly. Yeah, Polly Tonbridge. She is the absolute ideal woman of this age.
She is.
Mm-hmm.
She is a smoke show for a dust woman. She's tall. She's like 5'7". She's stocky, big square shoulders, naturally big boned. She could carry a pig under each arm, you know? She's got long curly hair, of which she is like very proud, but she keeps it wrapped up in these kerchiefs when she's working. She's got, a pipe stuck in one corner of her mouth. And she was just blessed by God from birth with this beautiful physique. And so she's always been, she was a prize. She got married. She has 3 surviving children. Big for these days. Kitty, Petey, and Dickie. That's right. And she's got a sunny outlook. She's optimistic. You know, life is pretty good. She works really hard during the week, and she lets loose on a Saturday night. She loves to drink and fight and sing. And people actually come to their local pub. Like, she has a circle of admirers that come to their local pub to hear her sing on Saturdays as Mr. Lange plays the fiddle. So.
Oh, fun. It's got a little bit of a Christmas Carol Fezziwig vibe. I like that.
That fucking frog. I meant from the animated thing, not a derogatory French.
Yeah, because she's not French, so I don't know why you would call her a frog.
A frog.
She life is hard, but it's pretty okay.
Sounds like she's making the best of it. Well, one of your coworkers is not pleased by this. She gets knocked over. Kitty. Maybe you named your daughter after your friend Kitty Eccles. She gets knocked over into the dust, and she just like picks herself up, doesn't even dust herself off, looks right at you, Stan, and she comes up to just wallop you for not being able to take care of the horse. Do you want to dodge, or do you want to give her the old Jack Johnson to the stomach? As Kitty.
This is back to me.
This lady looks like Butterbean, and she's just like, wham!
Joe's given the best choices to kick this off. A, do you push a roll and get kicked by a horse? B, you want to hit a woman?
What is going on?
What do you think, Joe?
It's a different time.
I feel like I'm getting
hypnotized and jerk off this
picked
guy?
on here. He's not. All right, so you have to understand that Stan Whitlock is also a prize fighter. This is how he makes ends meet. I mean, the dust, he's a dust man. What does he do? The dust gathering that he does not even keep him fed and his family. He's got kids. The whole situation is like he needs the extra money, and so he fights for it.
Oh man!
But he's not.
He did just get jacked in the back.
Yeah, but he's not going to sock this woman. So I will do a dodge.
Okay.
I'll take a penalty die.
I was
going to
say, do you want to? It's a one shot. Let's get crazy. How about
Let's
a penalty
go.
die where your back just got hit by a horse's hoof?
Back
Penalty
hit
to get
by
out
a
of the way.
horse's hoof. Back hit by a horse's hoof. Oh! I succeeded. So I rolled a 27. Then I re-rolled for the penalty die and rolled a 37. And I have a 37 dodge.
Successes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That is wild.
So she swings. Boom! You get out of the way. She goes, "Control your fucking horse, or I'll get
Oi,
my
Kitty!
husband here."
I don't know what's up with him. It's not my fault. Back off.
Oi, Kitty, don't be mad at Stan for the horse. Can I use the new skill, Reassure? Or
Yeah,
is
yeah,
this
she's all
not
pissed
an
off,
appropriate
and
time
you
for
know
that?
her husband works here, and even though Kitty can handle her herself, if things start going wrong with her and Stan here, old Jim might come out and beat the shit out of Stan, or at least attempt to, and it could cause a big scene.
Yeah, I'd love to use...
I'm gonna punch the horse.
Oi, Kitty, don't be mad
It's
at the
not
horse.
gonna help you. What you
He's
doing?
just
Back
a
off.
dumb animal.
You got one job, is to control that horse. I order.
Failed by a lot, 74 over 28.
What do you say to her?
Oi, Kitty, don't be a fucking bitch. Don't be mad at Stan.
She now swings at you. No. What you call me? Wham! No. You're so mad. And you see Jim come over and goes, "Everything all right over here?"
Wait,
Jim.
who's
Jim's
Jim?
her husband.
Jim's her
Everything
husband.
all right over here? And Kitty's just like, yeah, still that horseman.
Stan reaches down and he grabs his pipe like out of the muck and just starts like wiping the crap off of it that was just like on the ground, wiping off the edge of it. And he's like, "Jim, you best calm Kitty down. She's going to get herself in trouble. Back her off of me."
Looks like both you, Stan and Jim, need to control your animals. All right? Or you'll just relax. Relax. It's just a fucking horse. He's having a bad day. Look at him. His eyes are rolling. He's foaming at the mouth.
I don't know what is going on with him. He's been all day like this and he's never been like it before. I don't understand why. Nowhere. Just, he's always calm. His old Fred. You know Fred.
And
What's wrong with you, Fred?
You're talking to Fred. After this outburst, Fred just kind of prances away as if nothing happened. And luckily, cooler heads prevail, but not without taking some significant damage. And now your back is really
hurting.
You're hoping that penalty die will go away sooner than later, but it might last through the end of this adventure and several other unrelated adventures that you play.
Different characters, too.
Yeah.
You go back to work, Polly, and you just start sifting through.
I'm sifting.
You're sifting, and you know that could
Love
have
it.
got ugly, but you also probably you were up for a fight if it got to that. Maybe that's why you antagonized Kitty, hoping that she'd swing
maybe
at
I
you.
played Kitty over the weekend. I'm a theater kid. I fought Kitty over the weekend, and maybe she got in like a lucky hit on me, or maybe she won a bout, and I'm like, I'm ready. I'm itching to
Looking for an excuse.
put her in her place.
Yeah, you got a fat lip from where Kitty got you on Saturday night after 900 beers. Well, as you're working, as you go back to work in the lay stall, you start sifting through and you dig and you hit something that, like, at first it stops the sieve, but it's not hard. It kind of gives a little bit, and you start you don't want to just lift it up, and you see this like furry lump.
Oh, we might have a body. And I'll try and like use my hands to uncover it and see what this lump could be.
Yeah, so you take your hands and kind of push it away like you're,
I'm in these heavy leather gloves, not my bare hands.
like you're searching for treasure here, but the treasure you find is a dead tortoise-shell cat. And
Pussy
the pelt
cat.
the pelt is a little bit ashy, but It's otherwise in good condition, and someone in your position would actually be looking at this as like, oh, that pelt, we can skin it and use it. Just clean it. It just needs to be cleaned.
Oh, pussycat. I'm sorry, baby. She's a mommy, and she, I think her kitty has like a little cat, maybe a little calico that hangs around their house. And so her heart twinges when she gets the kitty. Oh, sweetheart. But she'll brush it off as gently as she can, and then just chuck it in her basket.
This tender moment.
Yeah, sweet thing. All right. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I got the body. And she'll yell to the hill woman, whoever the hill woman is.
She nods. Standing nearby.
Hill giant.
It's a hill giant.
She's a level 4 control.
She's this 7-foot
She's
tall
gnawing on
woman
a turkey leg.
eating a
She has her voice comes through her tusks.
Sharpening them.
just gnawing on a live turkey.
She shoulders her club and descends the hill.
Yeah, she says, "Oh," which we know to mean like, "Thank you. I'll take a look at that when we can."
Good work. There's a bonus in it for you. And we just kind of close in on this ashy pelt of this dead cat. And then we cut to somewhere in the yard where we see Tyke and Tess, the two terriers that belong to Lange's dust yard, and we see them like corner a rat, and they like chase it and they corner it. The other one like blocks one side, the other one's on the side, and then they charge and they grab it in their mouth, and they both start like shaking it, and everybody stops to like watch this weird little fight between the rat and the two terriers, and they just pull it apart, and the rat like snaps in half from their mouths, and everybody's like, yeah!
Good boys.
It's gonna be a good day. Over near the other end of the yard, probably where most of this noise is coming from, we see the Destructor workforce hard at work. The Destructor, aka the incinerator, and all of its attendant machinery, the boiler, this steam-powered machine called a bone crusher, the crockery stamper. It is maintained by a team of 4 men and a 14-year-old boy. And one of those men working the bone crusher is played by Mr. Ross Bryant. Ross, describe your character to us. You are very far away if you look at the map compared to everybody else.
On the other side of the yard. Just like the heat, the noise coming off of this Destructor. And the Destructor mechanic is there just laboring over the crusher and the furnace. See an Indian man in his late 20s, early 30s, just a mustache caked with like everything, just caked in ash. If he smeared a finger across his forehead, it would come away white, and you'd see just everything is covered in this dust. Layers of woolen clothing to protect from the heat, and cinders, and a woolen cap on his head as he's laboring over his work. And just see him sort of swivel around, looking out over the yard, and breaking concentration with his work for a moment. You can tell that he's incredibly dedicated to this labor. And I think distracted for a moment by this commotion with the horse and the fight breaking out, and the terriers ripping the rat apart while people look on and cheer. And maybe you can just see a little twinge in his eye of like, slowing down the labors, and now we'll be set back, won't we? And you can see just underneath the layers of woolen clothing that underneath is just like rippling corded muscle of just the repetitive stoking has just turned this man into a mountain. I just want you to picture like it's one of the dudes from RRR. Just like,
That's what I was just picturing.
Yeah.
Like,
Googling it. Oh,
just
okay.
tore up from the floor up. Yeah, baby.
Tore up from the floor up.
and his eye, I think, and he's just maybe gestures to one of the crew, and he's like, "Oi, Bill, you take a look at this. I'll be back." And he goes striding across the dust yard, past the terriers, past other workers, past the hill woman. Who's skeletonizing a ham hock with one of her fangs. And I might approach Stan. It's like, "Oi there, Stan. Fred gave you quite a kick there."
I don't know what's got into him. But yeah, I feel like this one's going to stay with me for a few days.
I've seen injuries like that aboard ship. Let's have a look. And this man, Barinda Bosu's hands kind of move onto your back if you allow it. And I want to try a first aid roll to see if I can get a 1 hit point back on
You do have the best first aid of anyone in the group.
I just noticed that, and I think his past working as a merchant seaman may explain it.
Yeah, he'll allow it. Absolutely.
Okay.
Turns around.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
And I rolled a 39 under 50.
Ooh.
Yes.
Nice.
So yeah, just see his hands kind of skillfully work their way down your vertebrae. It's like, "Right now, you go limp." And I sort of get you in this little hug, and it's almost like kind of chiropractic as I sort of stretch you up for a moment, like pop. And
Yeah.
Oh! Well, that did something, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that feels good.
And I get 1 hit point back. That's
Yeah.
what happens.
Get 1 hit point back.
Awesome.
If first aid is administered, I believe, within 60 minutes of taking damage, you get 1 hit point back. Just rub a little ash on it.
Mm-hmm. Just rub a little ash on it. Yeah. Don't do it for your comfort, Whitlock. I do it so as you can get back to work. And he gives you a little.
Burren! Is that what you do to the ladies at the pub on Saturday night? Is that why they like you?
He looks at you with a rather humorless expression. He's like, "If you see me in a pub, it's not because of any stiff drink or any ladies. Thank you all the same." He sort of tips his little wool cap to you.
Oh, well,
And,
if you don't, maybe you should.
And he just kind of takes that in stride, not even acknowledging it, hand over heart back to you, Whitlock. He's like, "Yeah, all right, back to work with you. Bismillah." And he walks back across the yard, back to the Destructor.
I think Burren is one of Polly's favorite targets because he's so serious and handsome that she was desperately trying to matchmake him to his to his chagrin and embarrassment. I think she loves it.
Awesome.
I mentioned, besides the dust collection, Humbert Lange runs a subsidiary cadre of these people called Totters, these rag and bone men, and they patrol the streets walking beside a pony cart on a different schedule than the dustmen, just being like, "Any old iron, rags and bones," and they're interested in more discrete items of waste, metal, old furniture, bones, old clothes. This is I got bulk trash coming up in my neighborhood soon. It's I'm so excited. And this is basically what this is. You're looking for bulk items, things that the dustmen can't necessarily take away, but also could be things of value. They're extremely popular with children because they often pay for old toys, little wooden spinning tops, by giving the kids boiled sweets. And they may even they have cash that they on hand that they can give a little extra to a few more pennies to some adults who give away choice items. And so as we see Barindra walking back to the Destructor, he passes by one such Totter walking the yard after a haul. Rob, tell us about your character.
You see this woman who looks 65, but in actuality is 45. Has black hair with gray running through it, but a Brillo pad. Just coarse, you could probably carve your name into a tree with the strand of her hair. It's kind of shaggy clothing, and man, am I glad that everyone else here has displayed a competent accent because we're about to get into a world of Kerkovich doing an Irish accent.
I love Irish.
Yes.
Bridie Mahone.
Now you've been putting the work in though behind the scenes. Tell us about your prep for this.
Guys, I'm going through a midlife crisis. And part of that is coming forth in the desire to get better at accents. So I use this as an excuse to get a 5-pack of accent audio tapes by one David Allen Stern, who, if you've been to theater school in the last 30 years, you've heard this name.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I got Irish, worked on it for just a hard 36 to 48 hours, so that'll be obvious. And also, peek behind the curtain, it's St. Patrick's Day. So what better way
Sure is.
that we're recording this, what better way to disgrace my ancestors than to fucking butcher a brogue? What better way to just enrage Joe O'Brien, a descendant of Brian Boru, I might add.
Yeah, exactly.
And
a direct
Brian
descendant of kings.
Yeah,
So you better watch it, Kerkovich.
Chaosium's own Brian Holland, who is very proud of his Irish heritage.
Yes.
I'm just gonna massacre everything. Anyway, she comes in. She's been around the block. She actually she was born in Ireland. She was the illegitimate son of a priest. Daughter. Depends on how she was dressed that day. Illegitimate daughter of a priest, and has and then fled the country with her beau named Noah, who then died after becoming a rag and bone man. So she has taken up his job as she kind of rolls in. No longer, unlike Polly, had kids. They're not around anymore. Let's call it TB. Let's just say, I don't know. What other horrible ways could kids die?
Tuberculosis.
Yeah. But she still communes with children, and she has a way with she's seen some things in Ireland. She's seen what she believes to be the Fae around some of the mounds in the countryside where she's from. She's got a tarot card deck that she's just covered in ash, but she's always willing to whip it out.
That's cool.
And sorry, her name again? Her first name?
Bridie.
Bridie
Bridie Mohan.
McMahon.
All right, Bridie. Well, we see Berindra pass you, and while you're standing there, maybe walking over to the Tot House to check in with the Master Totter, Oliver Fowler, who looks like a Oliver Twist type character. He's got like a monocle. He's looking over everything. He's a bit of a asshole. You see all these kids playing around the dust heap, and they love you. All the kids love you, and you love them. And now we see why you probably long for that connection with children. And while they're playing, they're like, Bridie, look at me, I'm gonna be king of the mountain. And one of the girls is like, no, Bridie, I'm gonna be queen of the ashes. Look at me, Bridie, yeah. And
Sure you are. You cute little boys and girls.
Nailed it. Spectacular.
That was really good.
Yes.
You know, we talked about Far and Away, and I think that is the benchmark for a good Irish accent.
Bridie, we love you.
I told the guys this before, but yeah, I learned my Irish accent from The Luck of the Irish, the Disney Channel original movie about a boy who becomes a leprechaun and has to play basketball against some evil leprechauns. And it is such a good movie.
It's like Space Jam, but with leprechauns.
Yeah, absolutely. Great movie. So
I'm looking at the cast, and I don't know anyone.
Well, no, you wouldn't, except for the main guy. He was the Smart House guy, another Disney Channel original movie of peak cinema. They never really, it wasn't really the same kind of Disney Channel where they like made superstars. They made like Disney Channel stars.
Right.
So like
Right.
that guy was in like a million Disney Channel original movies, and I loved him and would die
Part
for
of
him.
their stable.
Yes, exactly. But they didn't do like other things. So they didn't become like famous in the real world like many Disney Channel stars do today. But
Well,
I loved him.
You loved him, and his accent was probably better than what Rob is going to display here. But
What are you talking about?
Bridie,
I actually think they were remarkably similar.
as you see these children playing about, there's multiple commotions happen at once. Over by the destructor machine, Barindra, just as you're getting back, you see the guys look a little panicked, and you know immediately like a large chunk of bone is stuck in the it's like wedged in the bone crusher, and it's jamming the machinery. This is actually a bit of a problem because it could shut down the whole operation and would put everybody behind. You probably wouldn't get paid. So I need you to rush over here and deal with this somehow. But at the same time, as these kids are playing, the counting house clerk comes out, guy by the name of Robert Danton, another penis, and he's like, Bridie, where's your haul? I was hoping to look at what you brought through. May I see what you have there? And as he talking to you, he looks past you at the kids jumping on the dust heap, and he's like, I told these children not to jump, and he pulls out his switch and goes over to like swat at the children, and most of the children like scramble to rush out of the way, but one of the kids like topples down, and they start like getting buried in the ash heap, and you see the kid like disappear into the ash. It's the worst thing that could happen. So let's get into initiative here as we deal with these things, because this kid, you just hear like, oh, and the other kids that ran away like stopped and they're watching. So in terms of Dex order, Polly, I believe you and Barinda have the highest dex, so you can go in any order. Maybe Barinda, you want to deal with this with like a heavy machinery roll?
Yes, I think that's exactly it. Operate heavy machinery.
Or mechanical repair, maybe.
Mechanical repair might be more apropos to fixing a jam.
Yeah.
So let's do that. Clear away. And he kind of pushes the other workers out, is gazing down at this chunk that is like clogging up the works. He's like, I know what to do, pass me the wrench. And let's do it. Mechanical repair.
Stick the wrench in there, you're trying to get it, and your hand is really close to where all of this machinery is.
Ooh. All right, I rolled a 41 under 65. This is the most mechanical savvy character I've ever played. Mechanical repair and operate
I'm
heavy.
excited to make these rolls.
Yeah, operate heavy machinery are never things I put points into. This is cool. So yes, he makes a regular success.
All right, well, this is great. Good news and bad news. Good news, you stick that wrench in there, you're able to like use it as a lever to pop that chunk of bone out. But right when that bone comes out, the machine starts up again. Give me a dex roll to get your hand out of there before you get caught in this thing. And you see like we cut over to some of the guys you work with, they're all like missing fingers on their hands because they've all had this happen.
Easy, love. Don't buck me off. Oh, all right. Amazing. I rolled a hard success, 28 under 65 on my dex roll.
Whew.
Nice.
We almost needed Stan to come over and return the favor for that first aid, but luckily you're able to get your hand out in time before it chops off one of your fingers or worse. Let's go over to Polly here. So Polly, I'll tell you what you see. You probably... Yes, my screen is falling in my makeshift office here. My rag and bone office that I'm working out of.
Yeah, guys, I don't want to alarm anyone. I just read an email. Troy's basement.
Wait a minute, what?
I don't want to alarm anyone.
Yeah.
I don't know where you guys were.
All right, so maybe
Thanks for letting me know, Rob.
Maybe you hear some of that commotion by the destructor. I'm sure the bone getting stuck in there makes this like sound that people are like, oh, must be a problem with the bone crusher. But your eyes are drawn to the children who are crying out because one of the children who toppled down this ash mountain, you see them like try to stand up and they're just like choking on the ash.
Ash
and you're afraid,
is so fine.
Yeah.
And you can just fall right into it. And even if you're not, you'd be breathing it in that close too. So this is dangerous fast.
Now that we all live in a mask culture, the idea of working in this unmasked, just breathing all these particulates all day, my God.
biological matter as well, like fine.
Just living in that city
Bone
at this
dust
time.
mixed with
Yeah.
toxic waste.
Your only prophylactic between you and the dust is a pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like hopefully some of the tobacco smoke like takes the place of whatever
right, exactly.
else is out there. That's
why
the
it's
only
good for
thing
your
protecting
health.
you.
That's why it's good for your health.
Oh boy.
I remember I worked as
so-
a scene shop carpenter for a few years, and they had us wear masks simply because if you inhale
Sawdust.
too much sawdust, you eventually lose your sense of taste and smell. But imagine back in the day, they didn't do that, so people were just like losing their. So for you guys, I mean, you probably the life expectancy is like 35 years old
That's why English food is so bad.
because they can't taste it.
They can't
All
taste
tastes
it.
like ash. Yeah.
Let's do this. I'm gonna raise the stakes here and make it really dangerous. I'm gonna roll a hard con roll for the child, and if I fail, the child's gonna take 1d3 damage, meaning that the child is like actually choking to death. So let's try a hard con roll. The child's con is 35.
Okay.
Shocker, failed it with an 88. So the child takes 2 points of damage as it begins choking to death on the ash. What do you do, Polly?
I think just without even thinking, but her mom reflexes, she takes her pipe out of her mouth, sticks it in her pocket, and sprints towards the pile to dive in.
Starts burning a hole in your pocket.
argue. I might argue brawl to like fight to
Punch the ash out?
to punch the ash out of the way to reach for the kid or just
Just a quick uppercut. That'll knock the dust out.
Eat a can of spinach on the jog over.
or just a strength check maybe.
Yeah, no, I like brawl, but you're using it more in the sense like almost like a Heimlich maneuver, pre-Heimlich.
Yeah, and to like shove stuff out of the way and grab the child and yank him out.
Okay, yeah, at least just to stop more ash from getting in. Go ahead and give me the brawl roll. I like that here.
Okay. I added some of my extra 40 points to brawl because I wanted to make her a real fighter. So I put it up to 80.
Oh, son of a gun.
That is a hard success, 27.
Okay,
Under 80.
hard success, knocking on extreme success territory. You're able to get
Close.
the child out, and now the good news is no more ash is going to get in there, which was a real threat to the situation here. But the child is still choking. It looks like, oddly enough, Bridie has a higher dex than Stan. So Bridie...
Yeah.
Not exactly light on his feet.
All right, well, he's got a bad back. Bridie, what do you do here?
Oh no, this is how my 6th child died. She's gonna run over and I guess try first aid, which is not great. But it's either that or whittling wood.
All right, is it like, choking child, like you're sticking your fingers down the child's throat to like try and clear some of this ash? Talk me through it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you'd be watching this for some reason. She licks her own fingers first, she's like, and then because that would like get it to stick more to her fingers as she pulls it out.
Sure. That's how we
Go
do it.
ahead.
Yeah. Give her the old Bridie 1-2.
Hold still, child. And then she's gonna, here we go. Nope. I know it's in there somewhere.
You're just shoving the ash deeper into the child's lungs.
Let me borrow your pipe. And then she's horrible.
Oh God.
All right, so
no, I don't want to try to push that because of obvious reasons.
what did you roll? That was first aid. Yeah, so you're sticking it down. You're just making it worse. And then Stan, you just had this Good Samaritan come over and give you a little chiropractic adjustment. Now you have a chance to return the favor for this dying child. What do you do?
Yeah, he's going to work his way over there as soon as he hears all the hubbub and he sees Bridie just shoving her fingers into the throat of the child.
Maybe
and
hit his back or something?
yeah, he's going to, let's see. So we got him out of the dust pile, but now we have to get the dust out. Yeah. So he's going to
Flip
come
him over a knee and
Yeah, he's going to come over and surprisingly calmly say, "Just step back there, Bridie. Step back. Give him to me. Give him to me." And as the child is like wide-eyed looking at him, he's like, "Gonna be all right.
You're going to be all right.
And he just sort of turns him around, and he's going to just give him a good whack on the back. I don't know. How old are we talking? 6, 7? 6?
5. No, he's 5. I said all the kids were
you said
under
5?
5. They're not of school age, yeah.
Yeah, 5. Okay, then that's small enough for kind of like a
you're
whack on the
role-playing
back.
in a way that I believe you, but how are you able to hit on the good spot? Let's see what the dice say.
Is that a strength? First aid?
You could argue strength. You could make an argument for anything. You're obviously trying to do something within the that's based on some sort of medical information that you might have, like hitting the child. So you could argue first aid. But if you think that it's just like it's the force with which you hit it, then strength works too. That's the beauty of this game. You can kind of talk me into anything. It gets into crazy territory when people just try to roll their highest skills, but I don't think that's what you're trying to do here.
I'll do strength because I think it's just the whole operation. He's holding and gripping the child very closely and going to strike right in the center there in that spot. So I'll do strength. Let's
Hope
see
you
what we
don't
get
critically fail. You could crush the child's
Strong guy.
grips.
Hold him up in front of the horse and have the horse kick.
I did not critically fail. I would have critically succeeded in some other games. That is a hard success.
Hard success. So very calmly, also making everyone around you calm, you hold the child and you kind of aim up and just boom, and a cloud of dust comes out of the child's mouth, and he is no longer choking.
See, I told you. You're all right.
He'll know his name. He knows the names of the kids around.
Timmy.
He likes the kids as well.
You're all right
Timmy,
there, Timmy. You're all right there.
Oh, thank
Deep breath in. Do we have any water? Has anybody got any water nearby?
No, no
looking
one
at
can
Polly.
afford
Polly.
water in this.
Yeah, what's water?
A bottle of...
There's a canal behind the dust.
I'm sure there's some ale here. We can.
Give the child some whiskey.
Yeah, there's some warm, flat ale here. All right, yeah. We'll take
all
care
right,
of him.
so Bridie, you were ineffectual, but luckily Stan could save the day there. What do you do?
Thank you, Stan. Great work.
No
And
problem.
then she
What
reaches
was
into
that
like one
exactly
of her.
You
one
were
of her many
trying to do
pockets.
there, Bridie.
It's something we do back
You were shoving
in
your
Ireland.
fingers down in
you
his
lick your
throat.
fingers. It really applies to anything. You lick your fingers first before any sort of activity, including saving the life of a child. Now, here you go, little one. And she pulls out like she's got like a boiled. I think they say she like hands out like boiled treats
Boiled
or something
treats,
like
yeah.
that. Boiled
Sounds
sweets,
delicious.
Yeah,
It's like a hard candy. It's like a hard candy.
here's a boiled sweet, me love.
Oh, thank you.
Gives
The juice from the boiled sweet will no doubt cleanse my throat.
Yeah, Timmy, don't crunch that. Okay, don't chew it. Suck on it.
I'll savor
Suck on
every
it.
drop. This is
Good.
my lunch.
Good, Timmy.
Can I stand up and walk over to the dude who you said was yet another peen? What's his name?
yeah, it's
careful,
his
man.
fault this happened.
Oh, this asshole.
Be careful. This is the clerk.
his
But yeah,
name Robert?
you can go over to
The Clark
who'd I say? Robert Danton? No.
Yeah.
Evans.
Robert Evans. Yep. I got an idea for a movie.
The kid stays in the ash heap.
The kid stays in the ash. Robert Danton. He is the counting house clerk.
I'm gonna see him and sort of see how this thing all kind of materialized, and just trying to keep it under control. He's just gonna stand up with his large presence and just walk over and look down at Danton.
Danton still has the switch in his hand, and
And he's like,
What exactly are you going to do with that?
Well, I was going to give the children a good whipping. I've told them a number of times to stay away from that ash heap. Looks like they got punishment enough. And he puts the switch away. I guess I don't need to reprimand them.
I guess you don't.
He pulls out a pocket watch. Shouldn't you be unloading your dust cart, Mr. Whitlock?
and he just sort of just kind of grits his teeth for a second, turns his neck. You hear a pop. He says,
Getting back to it, boss.
and he'll start walking back toward the cart.
He adjusts himself. more carts have been coming in throughout all of this because they don't know what's going on in this. Like, I'm sure this shit kind of happens all the time. Destructor gets jammed, children get hurt, people lose a finger left and right. One cart comes in with like...
Sorry, I just can't help. Like I just keep picturing like 4 or 5 people next to... Russ, is your name Barindra?
Barindra.
I just picture like 4 or 5 people lined up next to Barindra, all with like one finger on each hand, just like all gnarled up. And Barindra's doing fine. Quick reflexes, but yeah, dangerous job.
It's a dangerous job, and stuff like this is par for the course on an average day. A cart comes in with like hospital waste, and they don't even dump the hospital waste in the stalls. Everything that comes from hospitals goes straight to the incinerator.
You gotta burn that.
There was another cart that came in, though, and one of the guys you work with, Stan, is like, Stan? He sees you talking to Robert. Stan, would you come here a minute?
Yeah. What is it?
Who is it?
This is Tom.
Tom.
Tom, spelled Thom.
Tom.
York.
I have to rewrite it.
Tom York.
Tom York. Spelled Y-O-R-K-E.
That's young Tom York, that is.
Yeah.
I actually wrote the E in that one.
If only he had time to follow his musical interests, but alas.
What is it, Tom? What is it, Tom? What
Tom
you need?
York does look like he would be a dustbin child.
It does look. That's why one of his eyes is fucked up. It's from ash. Polly, you see, if your attention is drawn back over there as Stan walks over, you see that this man is Tom. Tom York is standing near your lay stall, just staring inside. Do you go over as well and head back to work, or do you hang out and play with the kids?
I think she'll see that Bridie has she's the one who's, I think, the kid's favorite. So she'll, give an eye at Bridie and a nod and head back to her stall and be like, "Oi, what is it?"
All right, so you start walking over there and you kind of arrive as Stan does, and the latest dust cart delivery lies in one of these lay stalls. And amongst this mound of filth and ash, there is a full burlap potato sack. And it's tied closed with twine atop it. Tom and a couple other of the dustmen are just staring at the bag like wide-eyed. And maybe some of the other dust sisters have gathered nearby. Kitty, the hill giant, and some other people. And the two of you come over and look to see what they're looking at. And the bag, something is like kicking from inside the bag.
I knew you were going to say that. That's hard. What?
I don't like that.
What?
And as it's kicking, like fine ash is billowing out the frayed weave like smoke. Just like kick, little puffs of smoke. What do you do?
Does anybody have like a bat?
What is it? Where'd you pull that? Where'd you find it?
Well, we got to, whatever it is, we got to put it out of its misery.
Tom's like, up on Clare Avenue. I don't know. We dumped it out and someone noticed it.
It's probably a dog. It's probably somebody's dog who died and they wrapped
it's a
him
baby,
up.
Polly.
Well, why is it not crying or whimpering?
Is it making no sounds?
It's not
None at all,
making
not
any
since you
sounds.
grabbed it.
It's just kicking like that.
It's
Bridie
probably-
and
or it's-
Barindra, where are you guys?
I mean, if there was all this kid commotion as I was extracting the bone from the machine, and I've probably seen now as I turned around, kind of like, whew, that was close, and seen the little interaction there between Robert Danton and Whitlock, the little standoff. And now I'm kind of watching across the yard at what's this distraction here?
Yeah, you see like a little crowd gathering around a cart dump. It's like, what?
Yeah, Bridie would take an interest as well.
Something for me to break up, no doubt. Ah, come on. Come on, Tom York. No alarms, no surprises.
Come on, Tom York.
No Gucci little piggies.
No alarms, no surprises.
And still with his wrench maybe over his shoulder. The
it's a big wrench.
Big old wrench.
Yeah.
He'll walk across the yard with an expression like, come on, let's pick up the pace.
You start making your way over there as well, but Polly and Stan, you're sort of first to the scene that looked like you could do anything about it. Polly, what did you suggest? Hitting it with a bat?
Yeah. It's probably some stillborn colt or something, or mule. And they thought it was dead, and it's not, and we should put it out of its misery.
Well, you don't know
Let's
what
open
it
the
is.
bag.
What, you want to look in its eyes before you have to kill it?
What have you brought back for us?
I'm not afraid to.
Something for me to crack up. Wait, what?
They
All right.
found something. Look. Baringa, look.
If you want to
The
look
bag.
at it,
It's moving.
Kick.
she's got a knife.
Kick.
Is the kicking irregular?
Yes.
Or is it at the same time? Okay.
No, it's like something small is trying to get out, but it's just barely.
What is
making
the size of
bag
it? Is the size of like a cat or the size of like...
No, it's like a potato. It's
German
a potato
Shepherd?
sack, so it's
Like a bigger
like
bag.
torso
Like a 5
size.
pound bag of potatoes?
Yeah, 5
like-
pound bag of potatoes.
Okay.
So she's got a knife and she's like, well, why don't I slice it open? So you can see. And
Yeah,
then
we'll take a look. And
Barindra, please, if you don't mind, or Stan, I don't care. Put it out of its misery. I don't like to see suffering
We
animals.
won't have it suffering.
Could I reach out, Barindra, to you, like just like a big meaty hand? Just say,
want to hand me that wrench?
You want to finish
I'll
off
do it.
whatever it is?
I'll do it if need be.
I don't like to see a wounded dog disposed of like that. I hope
Well,
it's a
mainly
dog.
it's to stop it from attacking anyone is all. I'll give it a moment before we decide. But if it jumps at us, I'll knock it back, alright?
Well, on with it, on with it.
Polly's
and,
gonna
he will
take
kind of step back.
her clasp knife, which, you know, she uses to break ropes or any other debris in her stall, and I'll slice a long gash from the bottom of the sack all the way to the top.
I love it.
And then step back.
Like you're doing surgery, you slice from the bottom of the sack all the way to the top, and it just splits open and spills its contents all over the place. And it's just ash. Goes everywhere. There's a few like larger chunks, but it just like boom, like a bag of sand. Everybody give me a spot hidden.
Whoa.
Cool.
dude,
Sweet. Super
that's
cool.
eerie as shit.
Very
Oh,
peculiar.
nice.
Here's another thing they do with fun pre-gens for stories. Don't put 90 in spot hidden.
Yeah.
I'm
glad you gave us those extra points.
Yeah, I didn't put any extra in because I have a 70. I think from being
Oh, wow, you do
You're a
have a high
sifter.
spot hidden.
I'm a
You're
sifter. This
watching
is what I
everything.
do.
Yeah.
I'm
Awesome.
looking at the finding treasures, and I rolled a 17, which is 3 away from an extreme success. I'm not sure if it's worth it to like spend 3 points of luck to get an extreme instead of a hard, but I got a hard success.
Did anybody else succeed, or any of
I failed. Stan failed.
I got a regular.
Totally failed.
34 under 40, a regular success.
Barindra, unburdened by his wrench, has heightened spot hidden senses.
Now that the wrench is out of my hands, as though my senses awaken. And yes, I look at this peculiar sack of ash just disgorging its contents onto the deck of the cart. What was making that kick?
Like something,
There's nothing there.
like a bag of sand, like I said, except it's ash. It just sort of spills out. There's some larger gritty chunks for the most part, like kitty litter. But one thing that Barindra and Polly notice is a human molar. Like right towards like a part of the pile that fell towards you. And right after you notice that, a gray hand emerges from the ash pile. And we'll be back right after this quick break.
Right in front of everyone!
Oh no.
Awesome.
We're back. More Cthulhu by Gaslight. Hand comes out of this ash pile.
Why did you have to add the molar?
Oh,
It
the
just
molar.
seems unnecessary and
It's
horrifying.
scary.
I love
In a
that this is
totally
happening in front of
necessary
a
way.
large group of people. Like this, like normally with Cthulhu, we're just like, all right, we'll wait till we're all alone. Then the crazy shit starts happening. We're in it.
You're in
Yeah.
it, and everyone is affected by this. This dust hand appears, and as it appears, the surrounding ash gathers, rising up into the shape of a bald, naked man who's like crouched forward, ready to attack. Everyone nearby, all the dust sifters, any of the other witnesses just start screaming, getting the attention of everyone in the yard. And this, of course, triggers a sanity roll for all of you.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet it does.
Sanity roll.
Phew, success.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I failed. Oh no, not every roll since we started, but I did fail that one.
I've only rolled above 80.
Oh, man.
And my sanity is an 80. I rolled an 82.
Whoa.
The only thing I succeeded on was dodging Kitty. That's the only thing so far.
Rob, you could
Yeah,
spend
I've done great.
you could spend 2 of your 12 points. Your luck points.
Oh, I can
Not
do
on
that
sanity.
luck.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
right.
not
Not on sanity.
Sanity, you
Yeah.
gotta eat it.
Eat it, baby.
All right, so just Stan and Bridie failed.
No, I failed.
Yeah.
I rolled a 93 over 60.
Oh, and
There's that
Berindra as
Ross
well.
I know.
Let's go.
Bye.
All three of you. All three of you take 1d4 sanity damage. Polly, you take zilch.
Do we roll it ourselves?
Yes, you roll your own
right.
sanity damage.
1.
We use the
One.
honors system here.
God.
No.
Sand luck is in full effect. I rolled a 4.
There it is.
Yeah. I got 2.
2, okay. Keep in mind, none of you obviously rolled 5 since it was only 1d4, but if you lose a fifth of your sanity in one day, you are subject to indefinite insanity. I don't think
Right.
anybody's there yet, but let's see what happens. Before we get into what's about to happen, I want to see how this sanity loss manifests in the three of you, starting with Berindra, who took the biggest wallop with 4 points.
When that hand, I took the wallop, yeah. Because I succeeded also on my spot hidden roll. So at first I saw the molar kind of tumble out. It was like, oh, it's a cremation. Someone's... What a wretched thing to have a funeral in such a fashion. And then the hand comes out, clawing its way out, and this human figure reveals itself. I think he topples backwards, not quite in a swoon, but like as if like he's taking a psychic blow, like falls backwards onto the ground and sort of crawls backwards on his elbows. Like, what the devil is that? And is kind of crawling backwards away from it as he cannot believe his eyes.
Bridie, how does it affect you?
Well, Bridie has this childhood memory of being around one of these, like, we're called fairy forts in Ireland. Like these structures where she believes she saw a she, which is Gaelic for, I guess, fairy. I don't know if I got it. And so that was like a very magical, transformative experience, especially for someone who's rooted in Catholicism. This, for a moment, is like, oh, something new and interesting has happened. And then it's just like a fucking guy. So I think it like snaps her back to being like a kid. And instead of seeing the she thing, she's seeing this like guy emerge, this ash man. And it sort of like staggers her back.
Stan, you only took one, but that's still enough to shake you.
Yeah, he only took one. I think he's going to have to, sadly, he freezes in, like he was just ready to slam whatever happened here. And I think that he should have just slammed as soon as he saw a hand coming out. Like, that's unnatural. Like, just sort of like smash it. And instead he just freezes and then just like steps back, and before he even realizes it, his grip is gone on the wrench and it just like clangs down to the ground. And he's just like stunned, staring at this thing.
The gray orbs of this thing's eyes match the dead gray flesh, if that's what you want to call it. And although it looks blind because there's no eyes there, this man seems to like stare intently at everyone nearby, and its like ashy lips wrinkle back in a snarl, revealing splintered fragments of teeth. This all happens super fast, and it launches right at you, Polly, as you were the one that sliced open the bag.
Yeah.
Go ahead and try and give me a dodge roll here to get out of the way, unless you want to try and fight back. Obviously, dodge, you just need to succeed and you'll get out of the way, or get a higher success to get out of the way, whereas fight back, you need to get, Ty doesn't go to the runner. It's up to you.
Well, I've said that she's a fighter, and I think her instincts are fight. She didn't take any sanity damage. I think she in the moment just convinced herself that like, oh, he must have just been rolled up really tight. I must have seen it wrong, right? When I saw this ash fall like sand and then become a man, she's thinking, no, I must have not been looking right. And she thinks this is some prankster or something, some drunk that got caught up in the ash, in the dust, and is now coming to terrorize them by being gross. And she's gonna fight back. Don't terrorize me by being gross.
Fight back.
Stop being gross.
Yeah.
In which case, you'll need a higher success than should I succeed.
On dodge, or I forget. On
if
dodge
you're trying
or
to
on
fight
brawl?
back, you roll brawl. Yeah,
My
and you would
brawl
need
is
to
better,
beat my
way
success.
better than my dodge. So
Okay. Pop. More dangerous, but
it is not a hard success, but it is almost a hard success. 46 under 80.
46. And unfortunately, it also got a regular success, but because you fought back, it's greater risk, which means it does strike you. And it strikes you for 5 points of damage.
Whoa.
Its ashy arm like rakes at your skin and rips off chunks of your skin as it like almost punches and tears down at your flesh. And now we are in combat. And here's the thing, that is basically its surprise action. Now we're in regular combat, and it has a higher dex than all of you. So it's going to either go after Berindra or Stan, who's standing right there. Actually, where Berindra fell backwards, and Stan, this is why I had you guys tell me what happened to see where you would all end up. But Berindra, you said you fell backwards. Stan is just like in shock, drops the wrench. It launches at Stan. Stan, do you want to dodge, fight back? So try some kind of maneuver here?
Let's see. I'm picturing the scene here. Fight back.
It just like turns towards you and launches at you.
He'll fight back. He'll just go with his instincts here and fight back.
Okay.
Here we go.
Just a naked, dusty, gross man trying to grope you,
Yeah.
just like Burning Man.
He's gonna just move, get his dusty flesh into a headlock. Ooh, man, I hope you didn't get an extreme success, because that's what I did.
Oh, that is a
9.
success. All right, so
Roll a
you
9.
tell me, as this thing lunges towards you, you get the better of it. Tell me what you do. Describe it.
As it lunges at him, it looks like a man. He's going to think about it like a man, and he's going to kind of use its weight against him, kind of, right? So as it charges at him, he's going to so wait, it's in the cart. Okay, as it charges at him, I'm going to slide deftly out of the way, kind of grip its flesh and smash its face into the stall wall, like into the wooden wall that's right next to it. So he just uses his momentum against him, slides, and then bam, smashes his head into the wood wall.
I love it. All right,
And so then I roll some.
Yeah, you're going to roll damage,
DiMaggio.
even though it was an extreme success, and I could be misremembering that, but I think it's something I've gotten wrong in the past, where you're not the attacker, you don't get your bonus damage that you get when you roll an extreme success. You just roll your damage plus your damage bonus.
Damage plus my damage bonus. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get 2 points of damage. Minimum possible damage.
All right, so you deflect it, use its momentum to try and smash it, and it gets hit, but it looks barely phased by this. It definitely, some chunks of ash are falling off, so it looks like it did hurt it in some way, but you're nervous about what you're going to be able to do to this thing. And now we're just in regular order here, which would be either Berindra or Polly can act, since you have the same decks. You guys figure out who wants to go.
Well, I think Polly is kind of rocked by being raked. Did you say with his hands? Like talon
the
claws?
punch itself, all of the chunks of whatever's in that ash just tore at your flesh.
Oh, like the teeth and shit.
Yes,
that are all,
yes, all the chunks
what
of
does
debris.
my armor do? What does armor reduce damage?
It reduces damage, yeah. I forgot you have that heavy apron on.
Do you have a leather
I have
jacket?
a heavy leather apron on, which gives me one point of armor.
Okay,
so that would only
give yourself 1 hit point back.
Okay, great.
I just assumed you guys didn't have armor. I forgot to look. But yeah, your heavy apron.
I have heavy leather gloves, so if anything hits my hands.
Now I know where not to attack.
Yeah.
All right, so Polly, you get attacked by this thing. It tears through some of your apron, and you just see blood gushing out all over your men's trousers.
What's the before we move on? Environmental wise, we're away from the bone crusher and the
You're on the other side of the yard.
Yeah,
you're on the north side of the yard, away from all that. You're where that the ash pile is to the south of you, and then these lay stalls are to the north, counting house and whatnot to the west, and then other outbuildings.
If I'm up next,
I think that's you. I think Polly's she's bleeding and didn't expect it, so I think maybe she's gonna take a second.
I think
She needs a sec.
I see the vision. Berindra, this is all happening so fast. I'm seeing this demonic thing emerge out of this ash heap. And you might even see him playing about his lips like Jinbut. Berindra is a Bengali Muslim. Not a big that's not a big thing where ghosts and spirits are a big part of that. But there is, according to Google, there is a slight thing in Bengali Muslims of just kind of a folkloric thing of restless spirits who died in terrible ways with unfinished business. So I think immediately what's playing through his head is this is someone who took their own life. This is a murderer, and they need to be fully the cremation has to take place. And so I think he stands up and tries to get this thing's attention to get it to chase him across the yard towards the destructor.
Nice.
Interesting. All right. So, do you want to do some sort of, what are we thinking to reassure him? No, like, what's the intimidate? Maybe
Antagonize.
Insult him.
Yeah, could I bargain for perhaps like just rolling my Bengali as I shout at this thing, or perhaps my religion?
Fast talk.
Fast talk even. That might be more apropos. Though that's terrible for me.
Let's try it. Let's try it. I can't promise you here. There's a lot happening. It may not be attracted to you. So I'm going to say we're going to need at least a hard success for this to draw its attention. And let's see what happens.
Okay, so just
you may
kind of
draw the
rolling
wrong type of attention as it comes after you next round.
Rolling my native tongue then.
Yeah.
But I need a hard success to make it work. Okay, here we go. No, that's a failure. I rolled a 76 over 45.
Okay. Do you move away though as you're yelling, or do you
yes,
like
I'm trying
yell?
I'm trying kind of moving. I think I use the momentum of me crawling backwards, kind of stumbling backwards to my feet, and almost like you're hearing Barindra shout at it in a tongue you do not understand as he's sort of waving and trying to bring it towards him across the yard.
I love this. The impetus is right. Like, bring it over there. You know how that machine works. You just saved it from destruction. Try and throw it in there and see what happens. But it did not catch its attention. Now, Paulie, you've had a second to sort of reassess the situation here. You look down, blood gushing out of your apron. What do you do?
Well, I think she would fight. I think this creature is so dangerous. It just did a third of her health's damage to her. She's bleeding. I think she would go for it with the knife again. Maybe its attention is off of her for a second. Maybe it's on Barindra because he's shouting at it in tongues. And I think she would go. I think she would go for it.
All right, it'll attempt to fight back, as it is wont to do.
Can you spend luck on attack, on brawl?
Yeah.
Yes, you can spend luck in combat.
You can alter the degree of success with it as well.
I'm gonna spend 2 points because again I rolled right above a hard success, so I'm going to spend 2 points of luck. And
to turn a regular into a hard?
Yeah, to go from 42 to 40.
Okay. And it failed on its fight back, so you hit.
Right. She flashes at it with this
knife damage.
This sharp, like one of those curved, kind of like a shucking knife, I think is what it looks like, and it's sharp. And that's
going to be 2d4 damage for you. 1d4 plus your damage bonus of 1d4.
Exactly. I was looking for my other D4, and my cat must have stolen it. So
that's going to be tough to pass.
3.
3 points of damage. All right. So similar to Stan, even though you got a better chunk, maybe you grazed it off its side. Like you are hurting it, but like it doesn't, you're not like, got it. Like if this was a person, they'd be dead. This is hitting it and it's not quite doing what you would hope it would do. But it does seem to be affecting it in some way. Bridie. It's too.
Okay. Bridie sort of seems to be now somewhat removed from the hubbub here, the action. After that sort of moment where she was shaken, she kind of gets it back together. She's an Irish person living in England. She's constantly up against it. She's figuring things out. Troy, here's what I want to argue for. I'd love to do like some sort of like occult role or something where she can kind of rely on this sort of connection she feels to the spiritual. Whether that means like dropping down to her knees and quickly doing like a tarot, like whipping out the tarot cards and trying to like bang, 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 and try to like, the equivalent of like rolling the bones kind of a thing. Now it does say on the character sheet that the tarot has no supernatural game effect unless the keeper decrees. So I would pitch she's trying to learn more about this thing or try to suss out how we could defeat it.
Okay. All right, it's just crazy enough to work. I wanna lean into it. So yeah, we'll say like you're not a fighter. I guess you don't feel comfortable seeing what they're doing.
No, I'm armed with a
Yeah,
stick.
like
says.
like you just saw her. Polly stabbed it. Stan redirected it. You're just like, what can I do here? Let me call upon the power of tarot. So go ahead and what skill would you roll here? Occult.
That's what
All
I
right,
would
let's
pitch,
let's try it. Let's try it.
which isn't great. It's a 30.
I mean, it's always best to say
but-
yes, and then we'll see what happens.
She drops to her knees, kind of like fumbling for
Spilling
a second.
cards.
Also, yeah. Oh shit! 52 pickup. She also has a pipe, according to my inventory. So she jams the pipe in her mouth, grits her teeth. She starts whipping out tarot cards like she's at a Magic the Gathering tournament. 16 under 30.
16.
I will spend a point of luck to make it a
Do
hard
it.
success.
Cool.
Spend a point of luck to make it a hard success. Okay. I would say you kneel down. You're spilling cards all over the place, but you're trying to go through whatever one does to like do a reading, and you pull a card out, and on the card you see yourself, like tied to a stake, and it's almost like the card begins to animate, where you see little hands come in from the side of the card with little tiny torches, and they start lighting a bundle underneath the stake, and all of a sudden the stake takes flame and wraps you in flames. And when the dust
Well, yeah, like
when the dust
her eyes are like rolled back.
you're seeing all this. You see it wrap you in flames, and when the flames go out, all that's left is a mummified corpse. This is something.
Fire! You got to use fire! She starts screaming at the rest of them.
Fire. You've got to use fire, and it is Stan Whitlock's turn.
Oh, Stan Whitlock. Fire. You gotta use fire. Is there any
Set
fire
it
nearby?
ablaze!
I have
There's
matches.
a furnace all the way across the.
Any source of fire?
I have matches.
Give me a luck roll.
Okay. I'm gonna do my starting luck, not the 12 that we have, right?
Yeah. That's just your.
Oh my god, 91. Oh my god.
There were a couple of kids playing with torches, but they just went out.
They all just went out. Okay.
Gust of wind.
I think in the moment he's just gonna stick with what he knows, and he smashes this thing into the wall. Polly stabs at it, and then he is going to follow with a. Actually, can I grab the wrench from the ground as like now
Absolutely.
I'm getting my bearings? Can I pick it up and then wham? I don't think neither thing has moved too much, so I feel like I should be able to pick it up and smash with it. Sound good?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here we go. Going to try to just bash him right in the head, and I got a success
All right.
with a 52.
Tries to fight back and rolls an extreme success.
And you can do that
Yeah,
unlimited times in
well,
one round.
you get a. I believe I get a
There's a
penalty
limit.
die. Yeah, like I get a penalty die based on how many times I'm fighting back, based on the number of attacks that I have. So I fought back once. I should have had a penalty die on that. This should have 2 penalty die. So let's see.
Don't get 2 more extreme
Fail.
successes. Okay, good.
Okay,
right, so
so
fail.
the hit gets through.
The hit gets through. Yeah.
All right, so the wrench, would we say? Do you have that on your sheet, by the way?
You have brass knuckles. It's 1d3. I would bump it up
Plus
to
1.
I would do 1d4 plus 1, and you have
Plus
plus
damage
1d6
bonus?
for your damage bonus. Yeah.
Okay, come on, Stan Whitlock. Bad roll.
So anticlimactic.
I know. It sucked.
My dice.
All right, that is 6 points of damage.
6
Nice.
points of damage. Okay. You got a much better hit than your redirect attempt earlier when it came at you, but similar to what you saw with Polly and that first hit. Like it's not eliminating it, but it's eliminating chunks. You think it should be doing so much more damage, but this is some sort of supernatural creature. I don't know what your experience with the supernatural is, but you know that this is like you're fighting a god, and it's not.
Well, what
killing
is it? What does it feel like when I hit it? Does it feel like I'm hitting stone, or does it feel like I'm moving through it so softly, like there's nothing there?
It feels like you're slicing through really wet sand. Like, so you're like, you know, if you swung a wrench, it would like stop before it took a little bit of a chunk out. So it's kind of like that. You're like, boom, and it's not getting that full purchase.
Marshmallow fluff.
But you see chunks going left and right. As we go to the top of the...
Bridie's like, I told you to use fire. The fuck is wrong with you?
There ain't no fire. Where is the fire? I don't see any.
Let's do this.
I don't see no fire.
During all of this commotion, here's a picture of Humbert Lange. You may see that on your screen. I would think that, like, from everybody screaming and whatnot, he comes out and he's like, oh, what is the meaning of this? Is everyone all right? Did anyone get hurt? This gray man, like, you see its eyes, like, turn on Lange. And it starts to move towards Humbert, but as it moves, it discorporates and turns into like a whirling tornado around Humbert. And he's like, What is happening? I want to do a couple rolls here behind the scenes.
Oh my God.
What is happening? And it's just whirling around him. And it goes to Polly or Barindra.
Well, I had an idea before it started tornadoing around my landlord.
My landlord.
No, not the landlord.
Don't tornado around my landlord.
I wanted to see if there was any like big cloth around, because it was trapped by a burlap bag at first. So she's thinking if I could like bag it up again, maybe we could toss it in the destructor or light it on fire or something. Can I maybe do a luck roll to see?
Yeah, give me a luck roll. Right now, it's like it went from man to miniature
this, like,
tornado.
dervish.
That doesn't mean you might be able to still corral it somehow or throw it around Mr. Lange. But let's do a luck roll. See what you find.
Run through it like you got a butterfly net.
Yeah, I do have those big metal sieve. I rolled a 2.
Ooh.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah. There is a huge
70.
A huge tarp that maybe they lay out for when they find valuables, and so they can be carted over to the Tot house. There's a huge tarp nearby and there's nothing on it yet.
I think she's gonna grab it and throw it. She really didn't want to catch Mr. Lange up in with this, but maybe like blocking the wind and I don't know. It's the only idea she has. She throws the tarp over this whirling dervish that is centrifugal forcing Mr. Lange.
Okay, so you run over there and you see this dust whirling around him is like going in his mouth and up his nose, and he's just like, oh! His eyes are rolling up in his head, and you've got this tarp. Flashback to the kid choking on ash when they fell down Ash Mountain.
Yeah.
And now you see Mr. Lange just like,
Bridie's
fingers
sticking
are
her
already
fingers
in
in her mouth. I'm getting ready.
I know what to
Just
do.
licking her fingers. Let's go.
Leave it to me.
Do you want to try, what is this, a brawl? Or, I mean, it seems so, it's like a crazy idea. You're just trying to maybe wrap up Lange to stop him from being attacked by whatever this thing is.
Yeah. She just doesn't have a better idea than to get the threat in hand. So, yeah, I think brawl.
Okay.
I know brawl
give
is my
me-
best skill, but she's a brawler. 26. A hard success. Hard success.
I'm gonna say you wrap up with a hard success. You're able to wrap up Humbert with this, and like, do you want to take him to the ground, or do you want to just like cover him?
I want to.
Like he's on fire, like put him out?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, roll him up and take him to the ground as if we were gonna like bag him up.
So like a middle linebacker, you just like with a tarp, you come, boom, and take him down to the ground. Puffs of ash come out of his mouth. You're like,
Yeah, like I'm
Berindra.
smothering a fire. Maybe that's a good way.
Okay, I see the vision. I see the vision. We're trapping this thing back in the cloth
bag.
where it was harmless. So, yes, Lange is tackled to the ground and tarped up. I too am seeing this horrible choice of like, Bruno's like, we have to burn this thing, but we don't want to burn Mr. Lange. I might shoot a hand in and try to pull him free of the tarp, to try to extract him, leaving the dust man encased
See if
within.
maybe
Or like
some of that
breaking
cloth.
the drafts between him and the whirling, like
Yeah.
you know.
I love it.
I'm trying
Strength.
to extract. Yeah.
You do strength, you could do brawl here. This is like you're all laying on the ground, there's ash and shit everywhere, and you're just like trying to pull him out and hopefully leaving this whirlwind remaining in the tarp.
I dive forward, hit the deck, and reach in with my hand that is still mercifully covered in all its original digits, and try to grab him by the wrist and pull him free.
now.
For now, with strength. Oh my god, I rolled a 17 under 70. That's a hard success.
Oh my god, that you're isn't that extreme? No?
You could spend 3 points to make it extreme.
I could spend 3 points and make it
3 to
extreme,
make it
which
extreme.
sure, I'll do
All
it.
right, so you
I
spent
now
3
have 9 points of luck for an extreme success.
All right, so I imagine this all happens in one motion. Like she wraps and tackle a good NFL tackle. You get him down, but Berindra, you like pull him out, like you're just like trying to leave all the dust around him behind. So you extract him and just get him onto the ground, and he's just like coughing up ash. Bridie. You see Polly is just holding the tarp, and Berindra has pulled him out like he's been given birth out of this tarp.
Am I holding like a bag full of air? Like, is it
You're
like
just holding
inflated
this, like,
and
I mean, you're holding a thing that you can tell there's something in it, but it's not quite moving. It's just like it's heavier than when you tackled.
I have matches, but this thing is, this thing is
Son of
like I'm assuming it's like an oil-coated tarp.
I'm not going
fabric.
to tell you what to do, but I think at this point, as
please
soon
do.
as Lange is free, I think Bruno is like, drag it to the furnace, burn it!
Yeah.
Burn it!
Like, she has no idea how that thing works. Like, there's no way I can like run over there and try to like.
I think
prep
it's
it or
already. I
whatever.
think it's
So
always
think-
running. I think it's like always on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So maybe Bridie will just like she's not she got a 15 strength. She'll just put hands on the tarp and try to start the movement of let's drag it, and starts like dragging it to the
Okay,
furnace.
Stan, do you see this? Do you want to jump in on that, or do you want to go give the
hearing
Heimlich?
Berindra yell like, "Get it to the furnace!" He'll. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep that wrench for good measure, but he'll reach over with his left hand and just grip a part of that tarp and just lift
Unless it's
and
like a
carry.
wheelbarrow. Is there like there's all these carts around, right? Can we like hoist it onto a thing to move it faster, or are we gonna lose
I think most of the
grip
carts
on it?
are horse drawn, right? So that's a little bit of a process.
I think we just drag it.
I think between the three of you, you can bring it across all the way across the yard, right up to the edge of the destructor. was like
I mean, how can we not use something called the
Right.
destruct
By the way-
strip?
By the way, I just want to mention, after you mentioned having matchsticks, the description in this book of the women, mostly teenage women, that worked in matchstick factories and the conditions that they worked in and the poison that they basically constantly inhaled for decades until like somebody stepped up and like got unionized, got the conditions changed in like the late
1970s.
luckily in the early 70s,
like
they finally put a stop to that.
Matchstick girls.
No, but it was. I mean, they described the medical properties of what was happening, and it's like, oh my god, that's horrible, horrible.
Yeah. The matchstick girls.
But such cool places to like host a Cthulhu story, right? Like inside of
already
a
horrifying.
toxic matchstick factory. Like awesome.
As someone that just pulled 2 large area rugs out of my flooded basement, I know how heavy this tarp could be. So the 3 of you are just like, dragging it across the yard. And Berindra, you were able to extract Humbert from all of this. And Humbert, like, gets to his feet. This is very interesting, the decisions that everyone made here. Humbert gets to his feet, and he's like, all glassy-eyed, and his lungs are like heaving. You can see them beating out of his chest like they're clogged. And he starts wheezing, and as he wheezes, like dust starts coming out of his mouth, and he staggers forward towards the stalls, and then just starts running towards the main gate, retching up dust as he goes. What do you do? He just and starts running towards the main gate.
I pursue him. I try to grab him by the collar.
I love it.
Before he can make it out the gate.
All right, so
Does he look like he's in control of his body?
when he got up, he was just spitting up this dust, and you saw like his eyes. There was no there. Just started running. Let's do an opposed dex roll, okay? So I'm going to roll Humbert's dex versus your dex. You could. Let's see if you catch up to him, and then we'll take it from there. Otherwise, I'm going to say he blows out the gate, and we'll see what happens from there. Let me get Humbert's dex here real quick.
Oh.
You want to push it?
I might push this.
This seems like a good.
I think this is the one to push.
Good push.
I'm gonna push it because I failed. I rolled an 86 over my my dex of 65. Okay. So here we go. Push it.
This is tricky. This is real tricky. So you maybe you start to trip as you go after him, and then what do you? He's going to be gone.
Can I say that maybe what I could do is like try to juke around a cart that's maybe nearby, and my push is, rather than doing that, I jump up on it and run across its surface to kind of dive off the back of it.
Right, to catch
kind
him.
of take him down.
Oh yeah, this is high risk, high reward, because if you miss, you're going to hit the ground and have the wind knocked out of you.
He's possessed. Something wrong with him. It got in his lungs and it got in his mind. Oh my god! Last time I rolled it. Well, I rolled lower, y'all. Last time I believe I rolled an 86. This time I rolled an 85.
Oh my god!
I failed my push.
An 85. You just like hands right near his ankles. Oh, you hit the ground. You lose your breath. You take 1 point of damage, and you're just like. And you're sucking in cinders and trash and everything in this horrible place where you work. But luckily, you have all 10 fingers. Bridie, Polly,
Got it, baby.
For now.
Stan, you're dragging this back, and I imagine you turn to check on the situation, and you just see Humbert Lange fly out the main gates.
Oh my god!
Mr. Lange! Oi, Mr. Lange!
You're a little far behind, but I don't want to take away your agency here if there's something you want to do. But just, again, going back to the map here, you guys are all the way over by the incinerator. tell me if you want to try to give chase. It's going to be tricky, but
No,
tell me.
I don't think so. I think she would say like, oh, thank God he got out, though she's worried about why he's running away. But she thinks she got the cat in the bag, you know? So I think she's going to continue to try and throw it into the incinerator.
All right, so Polly's just pulling this tarp in, Bridie.
Is the tarp still like a thing? Like, is there? Can
The
we
tarp
tell?
is not moving. It is heavier than it should be.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, are we in initiative order?
Yep. If that's the case, Polly is starting to bring it in, and now Bridie, do you just keep pushing it in?
Just keep helping, keep
All
hauling.
right, Stan, you just need to give it one last push, unless your attention is more interested. in
No,
what's
he's
happening.
not even looking back at Mr. Lange. Like, I don't think he saw any of that happen. He's just like, burn it! And he's just running along, focused on, he thinks it's in the tarp and we're gonna burn it.
Yeah.
You throw the tarp in the incinerator, and it just starts to shrivel, and it opens up, and you see the little kid from before was taking a nap in the tarp.
Stop.
Polly
Stop.
didn't notice that.
No.
Oh my, Polly!
Hold on, everyone.
No.
Grab him.
Best way to cure
Grab
a
him.
third-degree burn.
Tommy.
Let me at him.
No, it's just like, I mean, if you take a piece of construction paper and throw it into a bonfire, it just like shrivels and turns, and within seconds, it's dust. You turn back.
No unholy screaming and pain.
No
of any
screaming.
Sort of.
No Bengali screams. But you turn back and
Where
you do
was
see
he?
Barindra like coming to his feet. He's out of breath.
We did it.
Where was it? He wasn't there.
We did it. No, he's dead. We burned it.
There was no face. There was no nothing about it. There was nothing in there.
It was in the bag. It didn't have. It didn't have the air to move.
He looks back up towards the stalls. Where's
We're
Mr.
just
Lange?
staggering towards you. He's gone. I don't know
What
what,
do you
we
mean
could have
he's
done.
gone?
I don't know what we could have done. He
Gone where?
shut me off and he run off. Slipped my grasp. I don't
Mr.
know where
Lange,
he's gone.
run
But he
off.
wasn't acting like himself. And he might even close the distance between you rather quickly and kind of get up in your face. He was not himself, I tell you. He was not himself. His eyes were glassy. There was nothing there.
But why would it go for Mr. Lange? It could have taken me, Stan, any one of us. Why did it take Mr. Lange?
Who brought in the cart?
There's a couple dustmen.
It's Tom York, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was Tom York was one of the dustmen.
right.
He's sitting there. You imagine
York
like
brought in.
he's lost max sand, so he's just like
He's at a synthesizer.
Tom's just standing there. He's like, what? What'd you say?
Well, he told me before. Where did he get it? To some house on whatever lane. He said like
Clayle Avenue.
Clayle.
Yeah.
Clayle?
He said he picked it up on Clayle Avenue. Clayle.
Does that mean anything to us? As far as like the
Do
neighborhood?
we know if
or
that's
the
like
region?
yeah? Would that be
Do we know the
something that was on
class of that neighborhood?
Yeah, it's middle to upper class, and it's a part of your rounds. I mean, you've been there, you've worked that section before. Probably Bridie and Stan have gone there from time to time. Tom's like, we're just doing our usual rounds. We brought everything back here just like always. Nothing different from normal.
What is?
Did you notice the house? Did you notice which one this potato sack came from?
I don't pay attention to every bit of trash. I don't think anything was strange. I don't think anything was out of place. Oh, hold on. There was there was one thing. Number 19, if I recall, it's the more posh end of town. You know it. We was doing our round, and this servant came out to us with a burlap sack, perhaps this very sack. Not a housemaid, right? A footman.
Number 14, Clayle Avenue.
19, I think. Or was
Number
it?
19, he said.
Yeah, number 19, a footman came out. Valet, all dressed up proper in his tailcoat, and not the type to be dealing with us dustmen. I thought it was a bit odd, him carrying out the dust like that, but I didn't pay it too much mind at the time. It saved us the work. It did. We didn't have to go in there and take it out ourselves. Hey, he even tipped me 6 pence.
6 pence.
Maybe come to think of it, he did look a bit green around the gills, I suppose, but that was the only thing that was out of place. I don't know. Should I start tracking these bags?
Baron,
I can't ride.
Mr. Lange.
We need to find
when
Mr.
he ran,
Lange.
was it towards Clayle Avenue?
Oh, it's out there. Yeah, I mean, Claire is out there, and you saw him bolt. You don't know where he ran, but you also don't have any other leads.
I don't know where he went.
Brady would love to go into Lange's office. Is there an office around?
He does have
Personal space
an
he
office
has?
space. It is. Let's see here. Back to the map. I believe it's the first building, right inside. Let me just make sure. You want to just walk right in? Yeah, that's the office and counting house. Okay, great. I'll say you walk up there, and just as you get to the door to open it, Robert Danton comes out and says, "What do you think you're doing? You can't just be walking into Mr. Lange's office without accompanied by one of the senior staff. Well, what do you think you're doing, Miss Mohan?"
Did you see what just happened? He took off.
Well then,
That's not a phrase people use these days, probably.
then you let us handle it, not you. And there's other, clerks coming out to look at you. This is very untoward.
Okay.
And I think you just earned a bad reputation.
Ooh.
Well, Your Honor, may I attempt a fast talk?
Yes. If you succeed on your fast talk, you can avoid, you can kind of worm your way out of this situation. Otherwise, they are going to think Bridie is the type that oversteps her bounds, and maybe she should be dealt with by being thrown in the destructor.
Pretty extreme.
Which was a common punishment for bad reputations.
Yeah, just like a mechanical plank just extends itself.
So this reputation system is like you start at 0. If you lose one, you're killed immediately.
Yeah,
That's
just
straight
like
to the
real
destructor.
life.
You're
going to the
murdered.
That's the
negatives.
basics.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a really cool little wrinkle, but you are right to attempt to challenge it, to talk your way out of it with the fast talk. So you can either talk and then roll, or roll and then role play the talk by what you say.
I'll talk. Well, it's me. I'll talk first.
What have you got to say for yourself?
Mr. Lange is such a wonderful boss. He's truly one of the kindest men I've ever met. Please, I just want to help.
That's pretty good.
that.
Let's see if you fall down the stairs. 'Cause that-
Oh! Faith in Bergara! Okay. Fast talk. Jesus Christ. I cannot roll anything other than that one awesome roll. It'd been in the 80s the whole time.
Oh,
Fail.
jeez.
Fail.
Reputation damage.
Or do I poo-poo? Use a little bit of the luck of the Irish?
All right,
look
so
at the
maybe they're
Irish.
looking at you like you didn't quite convince them. So how do you change tactics here? Sounds like the most
You're just so stressed by this.
convincing argument.
You've completely lost your sense. Of course, you would never go into his office. That's an insane thing to do. You're so sorry.
Yeah. It's she just starts crying.
Okay,
fake crying.
I like it.
She's like, it's such a hard life. such a hard life that we lead here.
That's perfect.
She's taken leave of her senses.
And then, and we're trying to
Okay.
get 12 under
12
55.
under
Nice.
55. That softens even the most hard-hearted county clerk here, and they say, "Well, either way, you shouldn't be going in there. We'll take a look. What is it that you were looking for?"
Well, we have reason to believe what us and the other lowlifes that someone had it in for Mr. Lange. And so we were just trying to find out if he was in deep with anyone or had any untoward relationships.
Why would they take
Or
Mr.
any
Lange?
business with 19 Clayle Avenue, any like bills or anything like that.
Oh yeah, or no, yeah, if there's especially regarding 119 Clayle Avenue.
Okay. So he walks in with you, and you're looking over his shoulder, and he goes to there's like two desks for the clerks there, and then Mr. Lange's desk, and he begins looking through this, and he's like, I don't see anything here that would lead me to believe that he had any business or any improper dealings with anyone here. It says that Clayle Avenue, number 19, is owned by a Stenmore, Mr. Stenmore. But I don't see any issues here. We normally people write down if they've had bad situations at any of these houses. He has no negative reviews or anything. Seems like Peregrine Stanmore, a scholar.
Stanmore, is there? Can she see like Lange's desk? I'd love to do like a spot hidden if I can see sort of like his area and see if I notice anything that's like that's fucking
It's weird that he had pictures of all of us nude.
yeah.
While you're
He used
while you're
AI.
in there, looking in the office and looking all those things, I think Polly's just sort of muttering to herself, like, "What? Why would it take Mr. Lange?" And she's looking down, and that's when she notices this like huge gash in her leather apron and the blood.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, oh, Jiminy Cricket! Oh God! I looked it up. That's a curse they used back then.
Stan, you've got decent.
Everyone's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Stan, you've got decent first aid. Maybe you can
Language.
help Polly.
Yes.
Yeah, right. It's within the first hour, right?
Yeah.
So, I think he's had to patch up quite a few flesh wounds from the fighting pits. Here, let me take a look. I'll take care of you.
The fighting pits.
The fighting pits. All right. Yeah, first aid. I've got it. Here we go. Nope.
You forgot to lick your fingers
And
first.
he pushes her away.
Yes. Gotta sanitize
I rolled a
everybody.
58 over 40. Not even close enough for a luck.
Okay, give me that spot hidden there, Scooby-Doo.
Mm-hmm. How about a motherfucking 3?
Motherfucker.
Under 55. Extreme.
Pretty good.
Tis an extreme roll.
It is an extreme roll.
All right, that is an extreme roll.
It's an extreme roll.
All right, so what are you looking for? You're just looking for anything that seems out of place?
Yeah.
He has a bottle of laudanum on his desk. There's like a small black bottle of laudanum that
He parties.
he probably has like back teeth pain that he uses it for, but really nothing else there, which is good. Like at least you seem like it makes you think that maybe he wasn't targeted.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
There's nothing here that seems strange unless there's something that you're missing.
Right.
But nothing from the desk, and Denton starts opening up the desk. He doesn't have any locked compartments, and he's just like, we'll keep we'll keep looking, but someone needs to find Mr. Lange.
Yeah, we got to go find
It
him.
would be best if we did not alert the authorities on this. Perhaps some of you could go and look into this slyly. Yes, I'm sure Mr. Lange would be very appreciative of someone that could retrieve him and put an end to this nonsense.
Well, myself and some of the others would be interested if you could promise maybe solid food.
I can make no such promise.
In this economy?
You'll get moist food.
Just
and
something to make it a little more
I'm
worth
sure
our while.
Mr. Lange will take good care of you, but we all need our employer back. Yes?
Yes. Okay, well, I'll return back to my miserable life, and we'll try to find Mr. Lange.
Good day.
So Bridie walks out. Have a good one.
See ya. And you walk back out. Had you failed that reputation roll, you get a penalty die to all charm, fast talk, persuade, and reassure rolls.
Oh no.
You get a penalty die to all
Whoa.
credit rating rolls, but a bonus die to intimidate rolls.
Cool.
Nice.
That guy's got a bad rep.
Yeah.
That's
cool. How do you repair a rep?
It's just like you do actions that the keeper deems are worthy of repairing your reputation. Just a fun little optional rule.
Okay.
Just for Cthulhu by Gaslight. But it seems like there's nothing going. I mean, if there isn't something going on, particularly with Mr. Lange and Mr. Stenmore, there's no record of it in his office. So now, as we go from late afternoon into the beginnings of early evening, what do you want to do?
We got to go out there. We got to find him. He's not himself.
He might be sick. He might just collapse in an alley somewhere. We got to find him.
I think we should go.
Maybe.
I think we should go look for him.
He
We
was
can
not
check.
himself.
We could check Clayo Avenue, or we could just look for signs of him, out on the street. But we got to find him. He could be hurt.
Let's make our way to 19 Clare, and we can keep an eye out on the way. We don't got any other information of where he might go. I mean, do we know where he lives? Like we could go by his house.
Mr. Lange, yeah, you have his address.
Yeah. Or we go to his house. But it has something to do with that sack. It has something to do with that potato sack that came out of 19 Clare.
I think we go to Clayo.
They put
Let's
something
go to the
in
source.
there. It's not. We all saw it.
Even if Mr. Lange isn't there,
We saw
maybe
how it poured out.
they'll know how to stop it, or where it will go, or what it is even.
They were trying to be rid of it. Whatever it was. And now it's in him.
We don't know that. I think we burned it. Whatever
You
it
didn't
was.
see his eyes. You saw that dust, how the hands crept out of it. Then, it's not natural.
No. We got to do something about it. Soon. It's getting dark.
Right.
Let's go.
Before we go,
Into the gaslight.
Before we go, I want to trade my leather apron. Maybe I cajole Kitty. I want to trade my apron for hers.
Maybe Kitty comes up to you. Sorry, I punched you in the face the other night. Here, you can't be going out looking like all that. She's like, this was me mother's apron.
Thank you,
It
Kitty.
saves you from 1 point of damage.
Thank you. I'll bring it back. I promise. And thank you. Yeah, and her old blood-stained slashed leather apron. She'll trade with Kitty, put on one that's probably almost identical, but not covered in blood. And I think maybe she's tied up or stuck wrapped some bandage around her bleeding wounds and put the leather over it so she looks mostly normal.
And Joe, you've taken Barindra's one weapon. Do you walk out with the wrench in tow?
No, I'll hand it back to Barindra.
So,
Thanks for that.
I do think we should all have some sort of weapon.
I'll be having that.
Stan, you can't.
I've got my boiled sweets and my tiny carved wooden mice.
Let's not forget.
That's great, Bridie.
I can use them as
That's
counter-props.
great.
That's on your sheet, is it?
Yeah, excellent.
Just checking.
Stan, I think you should have a weapon other than just your fist.
These are weapons. Holds them up.
He's got brass knuckles.
Oh, that's true.
But just in case we need a little extra spice. And he goes into his pocket and pulls out brass knuckles.
Pulls out the knucks.
Pulls out the knucks.
I think you
I don't need
yeah.
no knife. One hit from this will cave in anything it hits.
All right.
So, as nightfall approaches, a totter, a destructor, a dust sifter, and a dust man leave Lange's dust yard in search of adventure. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah! Oh, man.
Oh,
This is awesome.
Somewhere out on the horizon.
Gotta track down the old
dust in the wind.
Gaslight night.
All we are is dust in the
Dust in the wind.
Be sure to head to Chaosium.com. Get your hands on these books. You can have so much fun in this particular era, and I can't wait to wrap this up. Stay tuned for the next episode whenever it comes up.
Yeah.